Well, Tyson, congratulations on the big news today. ForeFlight being acquired by Boeing. That's got to be exciting news for you.
Thanks, Tom. It is. Yeah, we've been working with Boeing for a while, and this is a great opportunity for us and the team, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be working with Boeing on the next leg of our flight here.
Yeah. So you and Jason started the company, I think it was 2007, as just basically an aviation weather product. And then quickly, when the apps became available on the iPhone, you made that transition, and it's off to the races. Since then, how did this relationship with Boeing develop?
You know, it's hard to trace back to an origin other than we'd been asking to work with Boeing for years. As part of Jeppesen early on, really wanted to integrate charts and maps into ForeFlight. We developed relationships with various folks at Jeppesen over the years, Mark Van Tine and Kevin Crowley, and then Ken Sane, who now runs that. We spent more time with various folks that Jeppesen would bring to, or Boeing would bring to some of the industry events, and just got to know the team. And then one day sat down and said, we really need to work together. And that's when we started on the alliance, because our customers were asking for it and their customers were asking for it. And that's where we sort of developed the peanut butter and chocolate theme, which is it's good for us and it's good for them and their customers. And that led to the alliance 2 years ago. And we just last month released the latest version of our collaboration on the commercial flight deck to that market, and they're thrilled about it. And we just believe we can do great things together. And they finally said, we should do more, and we'd love to have ForeFlight as part of the Boeing team, and that developed into what we announced today.
Yeah. So you've gone upscale a lot with military contracts, airline contracts, obviously business aviation. Being completely parochial here from the lighter general aviation point of view, you have a lot of fans in the industry. A lot of them are wondering today, wow, what's this mean for the GA product? Is ForeFlight going to ignore us? Are we going to be abandoned?
We're going to keep the same velocity up. Every time we have a software release, we think about, what can we do for everyone? There are some features we develop that require a lot of investment or for a certain segment of the market. Our roots are in GA. That's sort of where we grew up. Meeting the AOPA folks for the first time almost 10 years ago. It's our passion, and we're on a mission really to continue to create the sort of impact we've done over the past decade with GA with respect to efficiency, safety, and as you and I talked about, last year, getting ADS-B in the hands of every pilot, right? So there's a lot we can do to continue driving productivity improvements to all aspects of general aviation, whether you're in a 152 or 162, all the way up to a business jet.
Right.
We want to deliver these essential applications to customers in all markets.
Yeah. And then the next question everybody's wondering is does this mean we're going to be a change in price points for the basic product that most of us are using?
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, so today, we're working on our 11.1 release that will come out shortly. That's got a lot of features in it for everybody at every price point. And so, when I look at Apple products, there's an iPhone for the starter version, and then there's the Cadillac if you want that. And so, it's important for us to have an offering for every type of pilot, whether you're just flying on the weekends or you're flying professionally every day.
Yeah. So what's this mean for Tyson having a boss for the first time in more than a decade?
Well, I've had a boss as a board of directors for a number of years, right? So I was one of my team members asked me about that today, and I reminded them. I said, I've had a boss for 5 years, right? I've had 7 of them. So that's not something that they interact with every day, but I've had to go in and explain why we do what we do, and I think it will be a little bit easier in this regard where I have just one.
Yeah. So where does the ForeFlight product and company fit in relative to, say, Jeppesen and the Boeing family?
Yeah, so both Jeppesen and ForeFlight are part of the digital solutions and analytics capability at Boeing. So that is part of the Boeing Global Services organization. Ken Sane is the VP of the Digital Solutions Group at Boeing. And so both the Jeppesen folks and the ForeFlight folks tuck into the BGS organization through that leadership.
Okay. Anything else we should talk about? Any other news that we should know about, or what's the reaction been? What are you hearing from around the industry?
We're just being inundated on social and text messages with congratulatory messages, right. And of course on social, what does that mean? And it's an opportunity for us to say we're as excited as we've ever been. The whole executive leadership team at ForeFlight is continuing on with Boeing. We're using this as a platform to grow and share sort of what we have done and the way we do it with the rest of the organization. And we'll see everybody at all the shows, just like we have for a decade now, and look forward to spending time with customers there.
Yep. You say the management team is staying on. Do you expect any other staff changes, any elimination of jobs at ForeFlight?
Absolutely not. We have an aggressive hiring plan. We're building out a new 30,000 square foot office in Austin that will overlook the lake there. So we'll be adding to that team. We just signed an expansion for our lease in Houston. We're getting a new office in Denmark. So it's a great time to join the ForeFlight team and be part of building the future of ForeFlight here at Boeing.